And when I listen to what you're saying, when I think about the experience I've had of working with those sorts of businesses, there's a difference between the transaction and the transition. I think, isn't there? It doesn't matter when the transaction happens; the transition requires similar things to take place. So the transaction could happen first, but you've still got to do the transition, which is getting everyone on board and understanding what it's about.
Adam, you're absolutely right, and I think you're demonstrating experience that you've had within this space as well, along with many of our colleagues. And I think it's interesting sometimes when businesses that may have had a transaction 2, 3 years ago might contact us and say, "Look, it hasn't kind of worked. It hasn't panned out the way we thought." It often we hear something like, "It doesn't feel like a John that we felt a John Lewis would feel." Um, and so we almost reverse engineer the same conversation. So what was it you were trying to do? What were you trying to see? And then see how we can kind of help them re-engage that. And often the type of communication that they had, whilst maybe factually correct, has not really engaged the recipient on what's happening, has not engaged the senior leadership team on their responsibility of how they land this. And therefore it's been less successful than they would have liked.